Willie D Live.
Okay, they're back. The judge is about to issue his statement. Here he goes. At the outset, I want you to understand, Mr. Combs, you are not being sentenced for acquitted conduct, but under 3553, I must consider many things. Mr. Combs, you are a self-made artist who has inspired community of color. We saw the video, the free game course in the MDC. The court hopes you continue to expand it. Wow. You are devoted to your family. The court, of course, considers the collateral consequences. The court has to consider all of your history here. A history of good works can't wash away the record in this case. You abused these women. You used the abuse to get your way, freak-offs and hotel nights. The evidence of the abuse is massive. I was sitting right there during the testimony. This was subjugation. This is the reality of what happened. These offenses irreparably harmed two women. You plied them with drugs. Why did it happen so long? You had the power and resources to keep it going. You were more than a John. A significant sentence is required to deter. You say you're sorry and you won't do it again. After Ms. Ventura's civil lawsuit was filed, after the video was public, and the investigation started, you had a brutal hotel night with Jane, punched her in the head. Jane says he told her, take this pill, go out there and suck his F him. I don't care. The court is not convinced this would not happen again. The court has considered the programs. They are outweighed by the trial record in this case. Exploitation and violence against women must be met with real accountability to promote respect for the law. The court reaches a few conclusions. 135 months would be more than necessary. A sentence over 11 years is not reasonable. Even the probation department recommends a sentence less than half of that, but 14 months time served would not be sufficient. Here, the data shows a wide variety of sentences, weighing all the relevant factors. The court determines that the sentence is 50 months. 50 months of incarceration. Yo, okay fam, yeah. 50 months. So that's 4 years, 2 months. And the judge now, he addresses Diddy's lawyer, Mr. Agnifilo. That's his attorney. He says, Mr. Agnifilo, any recommendation where to serve the sentence? And his attorney replied, can we get back to you by Monday, now that we know there is a sentence? And the judge said yes. The judge continues, the court imposes a fine of $500,000, including to defray the cost of imprisonment. There is no restitution, but there is forfeiture as reflected in the order. There is a $5,000 fine under the statute and special assessment fee of $200. Okay, and then he speaks to the women. He said, I want to speak to the strong women who came forward. Ms. Ventura and Jane, you've been through trauma we can't imagine. Ms. Ventura said it was forced sex and degradation. Ms. Ventura said it was forced sex and degradation. I want to say we heard you. Judge, you weren't just speaking to the jurors, but to other victims. You stood up to power. It's not easy. Violence behind closed doors doesn't have to stay secret forever. I know you still bear trauma, but you've taught us you don't have to stay a victim. And then the judge says, he quotes Dr. King. He says, Dr. King taught us, out of the mountain of despair, a stone of hope. Mr. Combs, your mom writes that you have always been a good son. The same power that enabled you to hurt these women, you could use to help.
from here? Where do we go from here? How do we get this way? How do we get this way? How do we go back to yesterday? Where do we go from here? Where do we go now? How do we get this way? How do we get this way? How do we go back to yesterday?
We looking forward but walking backwards. We both wanna win, but we both inaccurate. Two sides, but no one wants to be.